Yo, what's up? Hey, True. Hey, slide back through. I'm trying to come back and slide for you because I listened to the playback. You was talking in the background for a while. I ain't hear you at all, man. But I'm gonna try to give you a little second to try to slide back through if you can see me live. Because I know you probably got a different outlook on this.
Yo,
What's up, bro?
what, you hear me? You hear me?
Yeah, I finally do. I couldn't hear you
Okay.
at all last time, bro.
I don't know what that was.
Yeah, you came in last time. You were like, here's the thing. When I was like, Broussard was going too fucking hard, hating on these sons, bro.
I mean, here's the thing, man. I mean, he, I don't look like you gotta give credit when credit is due, but at the same time, we have never seen a team went to the finals like this to this extent. We've seen players. I mean, the Steph Curry, the Warrior situation where all the point guards were hurt. What we're talking about, you talk about was like AD being hurt, then Jamal Murray being hurt, and they missing some pieces. I mean, even doing that, like, I mean, it's not this. It ain't the same. You know what I mean? And then they go get the Clippers, Kawhi Leonard being hurt. I mean,
Yeah, I mean, it is insane though, man. But it just, I don't know. Like when it's time to talk about Phoenix, I don't think that should just be end all be all because
no, I
they
mean,
could.
Phoenix is a good team. They're a good team, but like when you want to like the question is like when they play against even let's say even I mean if they play against like the Bucks or something like that, I mean we're gonna see how really they are. I mean, because like the
Yeah,
Bucks up here and trashed them, did everything. I mean, what Chris Broussard would say was right.
yeah. If the Bucks just straight up 4-5 games, then that's a good argument. But I feel like, I mean, I kind of do favor the Bucks over them, but the Phoenix, they more offensively fluid than the Bucks. But the Bucks are the better defensive team to me. I don't think the numbers really say that, but
I mean, and they number one defensive rating this playoffs. I mean, they've been playing. They've been the best defensive team this playoffs. I mean, but I mean, and the thing about that is too.
you think the betting
You,
odds gonna favor the Bucks?
I mean, the I think it's favor the Bucks, even with a hobble Giannis. That's the crazy thing about it, if I'm not mistaken. And so not even you've seen him walking. If he's healthy enough, man. Like here's the thing too, though. Phoenix is a bad rebounding team, and you're going against a team that's the best rebounding team in the NBA. Like Phoenix Suns was like 29th in rebounding this year. You go against a team that was number one in the Bucks. That's there you go right there. You know what I mean? That's the ball game, really. I
Yeah,
mean,
it just
rebounding is the most important part of the game.
it just feel like when you expect Milwaukee to walk through somebody, they just don't.
I mean,
They
but to be fair though, like you said, the situation may be looking against the Hawks. Giannis was hurt.
Yeah, but the Hawks had a nice lead on them before he got hurt that game, and they ain't have Trey
Yeah, that's
Young.
true.
It's just their offense be getting stale. I mean, I wouldn't mind. I would like to see the Bucks win the chip. I'm just pointing out the weaknesses in all the teams.
Yeah, that's true. That's definitely fair. But I mean, the Hawks is a real deal team, though. I mean, they not no. I mean, hey, man, they're the same team that beat the Philadelphia Sixers, the number one seed. That a lot of people think that could have maybe won the championship, go to the finals. So I mean, I'm not kind of surprised by that. You know what I mean?
And the Bucks, they really got away with some shit in that net series. I remember they went like 9 minutes and scored like 3 points and won that game. Like shit like that.
Yeah. I mean, listen, that Brooklyn. I
It
mean,
just,
you have KD, and that can score like that. I mean, that can score like that. You know what I mean? I mean, that's the thing. Why? I mean, they go against. That's why if the Bucks run against Phoenix, I mean, the Bucks not going like when they go against Phoenix, they're not going to see. They're not going to go against something they haven't saw.
They're going again. Yeah, yeah. I mean, Aiden, he looked all right. He looked it good this playoffs. He did a
Yeah,
good job on Jokic, but
that's
the
true. But
primary
he
defender,
ain't Bam.
the primary defender, I think they're gonna try to have Crowder funnel him into Aiden. That's what they're gonna try to do. I can see that now.
Yeah, but Brooke Lopez there also. So it's like, I mean, here's the thing, like Brooke Lopez ain't no Marcus. Yeah, of course, Jokic not as a defender as Brooke Lopez. You know what I mean? Brooke Lopez is a tool where he can play on both sides of the ball, offensively and defensively. Like
Yeah.
and Jay Crowder can't guard Giannis. This is not this is big. He can't guard Giannis. Like
Nah,
people
he
say,
can't
well, what about
guard him
people
though.
talk about we go people talk about what happened last year. Giannis is a different player than he was last year. He's gotten better, and they're not having him ball dominant top the key. Like you know what I mean? He's not top the key trying to run like they got him more playing more of a big. So Jay Carter can't. Hey, look at what happened when they did that. When every day was wow. Well, when they won last year in the championship, about when Jay Crowder was going against Every Davis. Every Day was killing Jay Crowder off inside game, and AD is not an inside dude like that compared to Giannis. So what do you think they're going like? So they gonna attack their weaknesses, man. I think. I mean, it's the. I mean the thing is like they're a bigger team also. The Bucks are a bigger team. They got the
Mhm.
more size, you know what I mean? So it's gonna be hey,
Yeah, Crowder, he just that guy that's gonna take the offensive fouls and shit. Put his body on the line. He
yeah,
just
yeah.
he might be like a small pest for Giannis. Just to
I don't think he'll be no small. It ain't nobody to slow down Giannis down in this playoffs. I mean, let's just be
and they got
honest.
Sarge. They got Sarge coming off the bench. He will destroy Sarge.
And they got Bobby Portis. Like you understand, Bobby Portis is better than a lot of their role. Bobby Portis is better than like every role player they have for their team, and he's come off the bench.
Sarge was getting abused by Boogie Cousins.
And you think, what do you think Brooke Lopez is going to do? What do you think Bobby Portis or Brooke Lopez is going to do? And you think DeAndre Ayton can just lock down Brooke Lopez? No. Brooke Lopez can get his on DeAndre Ayton. Guarantee you
But
that.
you don't trust Phoenix more in the clutch, though?
No, not really. Because I mean, what have they done really in the clutch? They barely beat the Clippers. They lost. The only reason why they lost to they beat the Clippers because they missed free throws and a lucky ass a lot.
Yes, bro. That
I
was the
mean,
that was a real even series
it
right there.
could have been like I mean that was an even series and what they wasn't even healthy. You go against the Bucks, you can't play with the Bucks like that, man. I mean closing wise, I mean you seen the Bucks close against you seen Bucks close against all this playoffs. I mean they would have they been shaky in every case may be. I mean yeah, the Suns have too.
And
So
they gonna have a Reggie Jackson problem this offseason too, because I heard for some reason they can only offer him 10 million. And he way outplayed that.
Yeah. So
I wonder who gonna
that's
play him.
Celtics, man.
You want to see
Come
the
on
Celtics
board,
give
man.
him? You want to see the Celtics give him 15, 20?
We ain't getting no 15-20 though. Come on, man. I don't know.
Oh, then
He get,
The Clippers should be
he,
able to
he,
get him
ain't-
back then.
he get 50. He get 15. He ain't get no damn 20 though. He get 15.
Yeah,
Get
he'll
15.
probably lead the Clippers for that extra 5 mil, especially if it's a state with lesser state tax. Because California, they the highest,
Yeah. Yeah. I mean,
and he don't give a damn about having no ring. Well, he probably do care, but it ain't like it'll boost his legacy a lot or anything like that. But
I
that bitch
mean,
really showed up in the playoffs. I was surprised, man. That man was making tough shots after tough shots, exposing
yeah.
Gobert.
Yeah, man. Listen, man. They just keep. They just. I mean, yeah, man. The Suns, man. I mean, I don't know, man. If Giannis 100%, the question is, if you can't slow down Giannis, the thing, if you can't match his input on the other side of the floor, then you're not gonna win. This is really that simple. To tell you the truth, you're not gonna match his input on the side. If his input, how you gonna win? You know. So
Yeah. So you think they ain't got enough paint defense to beat the Bucks?
they don't. They're not. Their books is bigger. I mean, Drew Holiday is the same size as Devin Booker. I think probably bigger than Devin. I think he's a little bit bigger than Devin. Like probably like he's like same size as Devin Booker.
They
Like
have to be more physical than Phoenix. I don't think they can outshoot them though. They can't
I mean,
outshoot.
they are more physical than Phoenix. They are a more physical team.
They
I
have to play
mean,
physical. That's what I'm saying.
DeAndre Ayton hands is suspect in traffic, and you go and get somebody like Brooke Lopez. I mean, like, come on.
You
I
gotta you
mean,
gotta realize now, Giannis, he do be settling sometimes.
yeah, he's been selling, but at the end of the day, look what he's been dominating this whole playoffs. He only had like one bad game I can think of this whole playoffs. Like, let's just be real. Like, he's the best rebounder. He led the playoffs in rebounding right now.
Them turn
It's
around
not.
jumpers and stuff. That shit ain't gonna be able to work, boy.
I mean, it is going to work because that's inside game. That's an inside game. I don't mind him taking those type of shots. If he's been hit, I mean, if he's been hitting them, and he's been working. That's what he's been working on his game. He's been doing that all season.
And Bruce
I
and
mean,
Bruce Sard, he hate on him too, dog. He hate on Giannis, bro. I'm telling you, dog.
like
This man be
Giannis gonna
40s
right.
doing all this shit, and all you want to talk about is he ain't got no go-to move like fucking Kevin Durant, bro. How many fucking 7-footers can move like that, bro?
I mean, listen. At the end of the day, but Giannis do have to do too much though.
Oh,
That's.
Chris Middleton got to take all the shots. Man, get the fuck out
I
of here.
mean, but here's the thing though. Giannis do have go to moves though. Like that's when people say that's just like you don't know like nothing. Somebody saying they don't know anything about basketball. How
And
he doesn't have go?
he
Does
discredited
he
that turnaround hook over KD in the clutch in that game 7.
like what are you talking about? Is he a great post scorer? Does he has a bunch of moves and stuff like that? No, but what he does is effective and efficient. Like Shaq didn't have a lot of moves like that, but
Yeah,
he
I
was
like his
dominant.
paint
He
scoring.
was
He just ain't
dominant.
got a bunch of moves like Hakeem Olajuwon. I mean, everybody's not
Yeah,
like
he's not
that.
no KD. He's not no a shot creator off the dribble and stuff like that. He's not that guy that can do up. But for what he does, he has moves in his arsenal. You don't average him on 30 points a game. Don't have moves. That don't even make any sense.
Man,
That's
that
just
man LeBron
that's stupid,
survived
man.
so long off of putting his head down and driving to that damn
I mean,
basket.
I mean, LeBron he of course LeBron can shoot off. He can create shots off the dribble and stuff like that. I give him that, but like to a certain extent and degree.
That's his bread
But
and
like.
butter. That drive. That's his bread and
Yeah, he
butter.
can draw, and he's way better than Giannis when it comes to shooting off the dribble and stuff like that. But like creating his own shot,
and
but
he's
but
way
but
better free throw shooter than
but
Giannis.
but right, but saying that he doesn't have type of saying they don't like Giannis don't have moves though. Like, what you mean he don't have moves? He don't have if he didn't have moves, he wouldn't be doing what he be doing. Like
Mhm.
Pascal Siakam only he has less moves than Giannis. That's somebody that has less moves. Like somebody like that. You don't average
Yeah. And
almost 30.
Kawhi won a championship with the man. Shit.
Like you don't have like you don't be the you're not the first option. You can't be a first option like on like on a team like that and make over averaging almost 30 points a game and have a little bit of moves. Like, come on, man.
Yeah, man. He like, oh, if the Bucks win, he's still nowhere near the best player in the world.
I mean, how can you not say? But here's the thing, though: why he can't be in that conversation when he about to win it? Like, when if he wins the NBA, let's say he wins the championship, and most likely probably win NBA Finals MVP. I mean, it's anything can happen though, but still. Oh, I mean, either way, like let's say Chris Middleton or maybe like Drew Holiday may win it, some crazy whatever the case may be. The fact of the matter is, like he led his team. He died. He was the best. He was the best player in this playoffs. It's not even close. He was the best player in this playoffs.
Mm-hmm.
He won. He's a two-time MVP, Defensive Player of the Year. And let's say he do win NBA Finals MVP. There's only like two other people we know that done that. So in history of the game, so how he can't be in them conversations? He's only 27 years old.
Yeah. Uh, um, but
And
I
you
ain't
could
gonna lie,
either,
like going in the next season, it's like the factor in the best player in the world nowadays, bro. You got to think about their situation, what's around them and shit. Now it's like it ain't one-on-one basketball, bro. The
right,
best
but
player,
and
bro. I mean,
right,
that's why I gotta look at KD. You know what I'm saying? Because everything he can do and what he's surrounded with, it's not like he gonna be getting double teamed all damn day.
right, but that being and like you think about Giannis too though, like he didn't have no. Well, Chris Middleton's an all-star level kind of player. Brook Lopez is still he's a solid center. Um, he's a solid center. There's not a lot of centers. I mean, honestly, better than Brook Lopez started in the league. He's probably like he may be like a top 15 center in the game. Drew Holiday, what Drew Holiday brings to the table. But like he wins a championship, man. Like that's, I mean, and people gonna say, well, everybody was hurt, everybody was injured, yada yada
And
yada.
I'll
Well,
be like, I ain't like how Giannis was dick riding KD all throughout the series, calling him the best player, and after you done whooped his ass, it's like, oh no,
I mean,
Giannis
I mean,
playing. He
hey, I
got
mean,
that
at the end
shit.
of the day, I mean, he said all that, but in the day, I mean, hey, when it's time them to do what he had to do, he did it, and Katie didn't do it. So, I mean, he scored that ball. When it was time for him crunch time, him to do what he had to do, Giannis came through. So, I mean, I can't, I mean, I ain't really mad. I mean, I don't know why he would say all that. I mean, yes, he was being honest. I mean,
Yeah,
but,
like, but I was
but if you,
impressed with K. I never seen KD like really go off like that, man. That
yeah,
man had not only the 50th, but he had the triple double with that shit, bro.
right, and that's the thing,
On
and
defense.
that's why the Bucks go against us. I think Bucks is gonna beat the Hawks at this point. I think they can beat them. Well, if they do got Trey Young, I think they can beat him. Because Trey Young is compromised.
That
So
should be fit. That
I
should be weird, bro. Like these teams been showing up at home, dog.
yeah
Besides that Mavericks Clippers series, it feel like the home team and having momentum in all them games, no matter how good or bad they are. It's like,
yeah. So I mean, I don't know, but Suns is gonna have a lot of rest, but they ain't gonna have a lot of momentum. So I mean, we'll see. But I don't honestly, this is a bad matchup, man. I mean, you can match up with everybody else on the problem. You can match up with everybody on the Suns, and it's not like Brook Lopez, DeAndre Ayton is not gonna like be just killing Brook Lopez like that. Like he's not going. That's
nah, he
gonna be
wasn't killing the Clippers like I thought he should have. He was supposed to
he's
be
not gonna be
eating on the Clippers, bro.
Yeah, so it's like they didn't have no big man. So it's like real big. Maybe Zubac was giving him problems. Zubac was giving him some type of resistance, whatever the case may be. And what do you think, Brook Lopez? And Brook Lopez not a great rebounder, but just every offensively and defensively though, it's not gonna be as easy. Especially you got a rim protector like Brook Lopez, with him one of the best rim protectors in the league.
All
And
right,
he
so
and,
let me,
he, and,
let me
he,
ask you this about Aiton. Did he validate his draft spot over Luca?
yeah, because he fit that team better and which getting him to the finals. Like you put Luca on that team, would that team get to the finals?
Yeah.
Probably not.
Hell
So
no. They wouldn't have no defense. They already seem like they defensively limited against some of these teams that they going against.
right. So hey, it'd be. I mean, he earned that spot. I mean, he going to the finals. So and they need a bit. I mean, he wasn't there. You put Luca where they go to the finals? Probably not. So
I ain't gonna lie, like
Chris Paul would have came with that.
that game three when they lost to the Lakers, like the Lakers like really showed exposed like they lack of size.
Right, and that's all. That's what all the Bucks is going to have to do. But if Bud just if Bud don't be a dummy, that's all they have to do is take inside. And even look at what they're doing against the Hawks. They show even without Giannis. Listen, they showed it a smarter. They the smarter team. Utilize your size. That's what it is. Like utilize your size. Like they did the same thing against Miami. Like and that's the thing too. That small ball lineup is good and all, but if you don't have nothing, small ball lineups, and people are doing that small ball lineup, but then you have to have size on your team to a
Yeah, and
certain degree.
I seen Jokic score over a couple double teams on their ass. He had Aiden on him, and Bridges tried to switch over or something. He score over both of them, a foul. Like, imagine if that's Giannis. He dunking the ball. Like, I don't know. That paint gonna be a problem for them if that. I
Like,
don't
well, I
see.
mean,
I don't see. I don't think the Bucks are gonna choke 2 games in a row, man. I
they're
think
not because I mean, Giannis gonna play Game 7 if they do lose. He probably gonna play Game 7 if they do lose.
it's like both. It's like both teams without their star. I look at Atlanta's like more better offensively, not better all around. It just they more fluid, they better shooters and shit. It just but Milwaukee without Giannis, they still the better team though.
Yeah, definitely. They definitely showing that a better team.
I doubted Middleton. I'm like he can't do what Paul George did against Utah, but he got one more game to go. He really should win this next game, to be honest. I don't see why not. Well, I guess it's like a 50-50 game, but the series just weird because it's always the game start off as somebody jumping out to a huge lead over the other.
Yeah, it's crazy. So I don't. Yeah, I don't know, man. I mean, like it's just out of the Suns, they just lack size. And Jay Crowder is not a great interior defender. So I mean, hey, he's not a great interior defender. He's shown that against when he was on the Lakers last year. When he was going against the Lakers last year. Miami lacks size. You know what I mean?
So
I
would
mean,
you so would you look at Chris Paul different if he didn't get Finals MVP and Devin Booker did if they did win?
I don't want to look at them different. But I mean, I'll tell you this. It'd be Chris Paul. I don't know who what to be the matchup would be, but I mean, I'll make a Chris Middleton on Chris Paul. To tell you the truth, like Chris
Middleton,
Middleton
oh no.
or or Drew Holiday. I mean, it's really they got PG. I mean, here's the thing: they got 3 defenders. Like that's the thing. They got 3 defenders that can guard them. You know what I mean? That give them a hard time. I don't know who PJ Tucker going to guard.
No, I want Holiday on the score, man.
Yeah, I would. Matter of fact, I would like that. You know what? I tell Joe Holiday.
But who the hell is gonna guard Chris Paul if Holiday on Booker?
I'll put PJ Tucker on Devin Booker to tell you the truth.
Yeah, see how that shit looked for a game.
Nah, I mean
I mean,
if he can guard KD, he can guard Devin Booker.
yeah, he made KD go 9 for 25 one game.
And then you say, well, KD was still cooking them. Like, dog, that's sort of always contested shots. Like, it's like relax. Like, it's great. Like, you know, them two, we play 2K and you playing defense. Like, dog, it's great in drop, man. It's a good shot defense every time.
So
It's a
you
good
pretty much
shot defense.
feel like if the Bucks overcame that, they can overcome anything.
Definitely offensively wise. And then look what I mean. So they went up against that offensively wise. Then look at Miami. Miami's a better defensive team. I don't think nobody in the playoffs can sweep Miami. Like any team that was in the playoffs, I don't think nobody's gonna sweep them. Honestly, like it may be other team that could probably beat them in 5 games or so, but like there was no team that was very surprising. Like when people say, well, the Suns doing what they need to be doing, right? And that's fair, right? They doing what they need to be doing,
My
beating these
point is,
teams.
man, you can't. I mean, it ain't like they gonna be able to stop the damn series because somebody got hurt. They got to play on, bro.
Right,
And
right,
they overcame Chris Paul shit himself. He
right,
missed
but
some games and he got
yeah,
hurt during the Lakers series, and
right.
they
But that being
overcame that
said,
shit.
right, but that being said, they need to do what they have to do. So look what were the Bucks did against Miami, a fully healthy Miami team. They trashed them. That was
Oh yeah,
surprising.
yeah, that was a statement right there.
That was the biggest statement of the playoffs. Low key, to like well the Hawks. I mean, what you said the Hawks,
Yeah,
whatever, but
I picked
whatever. But
Miami till like after the first half of the first game.
that was a statement. They just trashed Miami. They really like trashed Miami. And like I said, I don't think there's no and it's matchups, different types of matchups and styles and stuff. All the teams in the playoffs, I don't think they could sweep Miami. I don't even think the Lakers can sweep Miami like this year. I don't think they could sweep Miami. So I mean, I don't care what team you had. I didn't have them. So that was surprising. People forget that though, and it's like they went up against one of the best KDs we ever saw.
Yeah, yeah.
Like they saw KD. Like people say, well, they struggled against a Brooklyn Nets team. Dog, James Harden with one leg is still burning a lot of people. His presence alone, like, yeah, James Harden was hurt. James Harden was hurt. James Harden helped him win that game 5. So what we talking about?
Yeah, we was on Lamont panel game 7. You see, I thought the Nets were still finna win the game. He picked the Nets too to win the game. Remember when we all picked in the fourth quarter?
And then it's like KD, and then that game 5 specifically, you had KD and Jeff Green playing their best games of their career. So it's like
And they
people
they
say,
barely played Jeff Green in game 7. I was
yeah,
surprised by that one.
now he wasn't doing nothing.
Yeah, man. That shit be crazy, bro. It's like the media is just trying to make sure everybody know that the Phoenix Suns is here because everybody got hurt. They just mad because they team's not in it, bro. It's just they just be trying too hard to discredit a bit. And the Bucks too. Shit. Both sides. I know it's injuries, but shit, when you build a super team, you're not gonna have depth. You take that risk. KD know what the hell he was doing, trade for James Harden. The fuck. And the shit backfired on them. Even when AD got hurt, LeBron, he had a good enough roster to go out there and beat the Phoenix Suns. And he
Right,
ain't do it.
two of the three, right, two of the three players, two of the three players was known was is known for being injury prone. One of them came in the season out of shape.
I'm telling
KD
you.
missed a lot of games this year off the hamstring or hamstring injury. He was trying to heal up. Kyrie, we all know Kyrie Irving is injury prone. He's going to get hurt somehow, some way. And then
KD know
James
what the
Harden,
risk he would
and
take. He was just on the
then
damn
James Harden,
super team that backfired. The Warriors.
right? And then James Harden, and then uh, James Harden. You know what I mean? He got, you know what I mean? He came into out of shape and he got hurt with made a miss. You know what I mean? Some games like that. So it's like you deal with the cards you dealt with, man. Like that's not you can't sit there. That's the risk you know you signed up for.
And now the media, since they picked them to win the championship and they wrong, they want to shame the Bucks and discredit. Which I picked the Nets
Yeah,
to win the chip too. Shit, it
yeah.
is
But
what
same
it is.
people, yeah. Well,
Fuck it.
y'all, but that same people they picked to win Game 7 though. But they want to sit here and try these excuse. Like get out of here. Like come on, man.
I'm
And
telling you,
y'all
dog,
still
they be putting my dog Giannis in lose situations, bro. It's like this man not even from America, bro. He don't understand media, bro, and y'all just trying to fuck with this man name like that. You know what I'm saying?
like that's wild. Like.
This man out there doing his thing. Chris Paul, he in the finals his first time, and that's all y'all want to talk about.
Right. Like, come on, man.
Shit, every finals can't be Celtics versus Lakers, fucking Knicks versus, you know what I'm saying?
Right.
League for a reason. Bitch, you trying to get to the chip, I'm trying to get to the chip. And the only reason they ass even relevant is because they weren't organically put together. They was super teams or stars that forced their way to that team. They
Right.
they done became
Like the
good.
like the Lakers, man. Nobody give a damn. Nobody would give a fuck about when they go to play with the Lakers, dog. Like, let's just keep it real. Before LeBron chose them. They didn't even recruit LeBron. LeBron chose to be there. Like, let's just be real. Like, it is the AD situation. AD, he wants to play with LeBron, so it don't matter. Like, if people talk about, he AD's on the Lakers. Well, AD want to play with LeBron. That's different. AD would play with LeBron on the Shanghai Sharks. Like, like and I'm not listen. If you want to do what you gotta do to win a championship, that's fine. I'm not. I don't have a problem with it. You do what you gotta do to win a championship.
Just
But at the
don't
same
cry when you
time,
don't get there.
but no, but at the same time, though, know the risk when y'all have to try to do to win a championship. Because all that stuff, hey, they're trying to sell out about it, that's not it's always not successful. Look at the Clippers. Look at the Clippers. They try to just put a championship team just like that. You know what I mean? Boom. Hey,
Yeah, yeah.
look what happened. So
First year they ain't even like each other. They said Montrezl Harrell thought that he should have got the treatment of Paul George.
get out of here, man. Like.
Damn, that Montrez going to the Lakers really did backfire on him though, if you really think about that shit. He went from six man of the year to not even getting in minutes, bro. But I don't think the Clippers, what they said, the Clippers didn't even offer him anything in free agency. I really thought Montrez was finna go to Charlotte to get the bag in this free. He really fucked, man. My dog really fucked his stock up, man. Your mic right? Yeah, if you saying something, I don't know what you're saying. Well, I can't hear what you're saying, matter of fact. But yeah, though, man, I just I just needed to put this time to put respect on these dudes' name, dog. These dudes are pros. They go out there, do what they got to do for that check, put their franchises on their back, and just put respect on their name. Suns and likely Bucks in the finals if they don't choke against Atlanta.